Hi, welcome back to my channel. In this video tutorial, I will be showing you how to make a rosary using nylon thread yarn size 18 and nylon thread yarn size 2. I would also be using these beads. The red ones are in size 8 millimeters and the rondelle beads are also 8 millimeters. I would be using scissors, a lighter, and a ruler to measure my thread. I would be using the black thread for the rosary, like what goes around your neck, and I will be using the red thread for the cross. First, you want to measure your thread. I have to make a big cross, therefore I'm gonna try to cut a good amount of thread. So I will cut these thread 32 inches long. I will need 2 of these threads. Once I cut those 2 threads of 32 inches long, I would also need 18 inches long of the same thread. I would also need 2 of those. I will be showing you how to start the cross. These are the 18-inch threads. First, you want to make sure they are even. Go right at the middle. And you want to put them like a cross. It doesn't matter which thread goes under and which thread goes on top. Just have them like this. But what does matters is how you're going to start it. I have this thread at the bottom, therefore I'm gonna use this thread first. What you want to do is, since you have it as a cross, keep it as a cross. Try to keep it as a cross. And go over. As you put this thread over the rest, like this one, still try to keep it as a cross. So just keep your 2 fingers holding that thread right there in the middle so it won't go nowhere. Once you do that, you get this thread and you put it across like this. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab, since you already have this like this, you're gonna go with this one and you're gonna put it above the thread, this thread. And then you're gonna grab the other one, go above this thread, but you're gonna put it inside the first thread. Once you did that, you see how that looks right there? You're gonna get this little square. And once you get that square, you can get started. Since I used the 18-inch thread, I will be doing what goes on the sides of the cross. I would be doing 13 rounds in total. This will be counted as the first one, so I would need 12 more rounds. And when you start making it, you can go any other way. It doesn't matter. You don't have to start with a specific thread. Like if you start with this one, you do want to make sure that you put the one right beside it first. There you go, like this. And then this one above. And then this one. Make sure you always put it in through the first thread. And there you go. Tighten it a little bit. You don't want your squares to look big and some look small. You want it to be tight as possible. And you will be doing this 11 more times. So I did my 13 rolls. And now I'm going to show you how to connect it with the bottom piece. I already did the bottom piece. is the same thing. The only difference is that you're gonna double the amount. So what we're gonna do first is that we're gonna put the small piece on top of the big piece. We're only gonna put 2 of the threads, leaving the other 2 out. And we're gonna keep on going with the bottom piece. We're gonna continue to do 13. We're just gonna keep on going, keeping the piece on top. It gets a little hard. Like, this is like the hardest part of the whole entire tutorial, but it's not impossible. And it's gonna look like this. We're gonna continue to do one more row. Do not put the 2 threads that you placed out. Once you did that row, then you're gonna put the other 2 threads over like this. And we're gonna continue to do 11 more, and it's gonna look like this. Now we're gonna continue doing more rows here. We're gonna do 13. Once you have finished, all you're gonna do is cut up every single little edge, but do it one at a time. If you don't want to do it with your finger, you can use something else to press pressure. I do it with my fingers because I don't have anything else. And my fingers got like a little rough over the years, so it really doesn't hurt anymore. But you do want to do it one at a time, because if you do them all, there's a chance that like they might get loose, and you don't want that. And that's how your cross looks. Now we're gonna get started on doing the rosary. For this part, I will be using the size 2 nylon threaded yarn, and you're gonna need a long piece. I cut out 64 centimeters of 2 threads. You want to go to the middle, like fold the threads in half. Go to the middle. Do the same thing that you did when you was inserting the side. This thread though, you want it to go like right here on the side, like this. So you continue. Once you have it on the side, you will continue to do one more row. Once you have that secured this way, you will go ahead and cut off the sides. Put pressure. Once you're done, this is how it's gonna look like. We're gonna go ahead and tie a knot about 1 centimeter away from the cross. For this part, I would be using the 10 millimeters size beads. I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these beads in. connecting one of these. Another of these beads. Then I would tie a knot. Then I'm gonna go ahead and tie another knot about 1 centimeter away. So I went on ahead and finished up the rest of the rosary because I want to make this video as short as possible, but I will explain you exactly what I did. After I put in the 10mm beads, I tied knots and I kept on using the 8mm. I tie a knot, I use the rondelle beads, and then the 8mm I used 10. I tie knot, and then I use these. I tie knot, and again I did 10. I did the same thing on the other side. So I'm gonna show you how to join both sides together. I cut an extra thread of the size 2. It doesn't have to be a long. Put this one on front. Make this one go underneath all of them. Put this one. Let's just do the other way. We're gonna do that 2 more times.